I've tried to commit suicide twice, and each time failed to die. I live in a constant shadow of the genocide. Sometimes I imagine meeting my mother on the street. Sometimes I see people wearing similar clothes to my dead relatives. I follow them and tap on their shoulders. I believe one day I will get a surprise when they turn around and it is them, or when they finally return. I have never recovered their bodies, which is why I think that one day they will come back. A Hutu I know told me that my family are all dead. He was laughing. He bumped into me on the street and said, "You know what? They sent 2 big buses to your town to kill all the people." From that day on, I didn't care if I lived. Before my family died, I was always frightened, but now I feel nothing. One day, I was hiding with my friend, another girl, in an open sewer. She ran out to get some food, and the soldiers caught her and shot her. When I saw that happen, I screamed. I jumped out of our hiding place and said, "Kill me too. I don't want to remain alive." I wanted the soldiers to shoot me rather than be killed by a machete. One of them held a gun to my head, but he didn't shoot me. Instead, they raped me, beat me, took off all my clothes, and threw me into a mass grave. A man came by the grave. He saved me, took me into the shade, and raped me. He gave me food and water, but only so that he could keep on raping me. He said, "It doesn't matter, you're going to die anyway." I managed to escape when this man left for his daily routine killing spree. I survived the genocide, but sometimes I wish I were dead. I'm HIV positive and find it difficult to accept my circumstances. Before the genocide, I was a teenager, very feminine and beautiful. I used to dress up with my mother and feel pretty. I used to really like myself. Now people tell me I am nice, but I have no feelings about it. I hate men. Sometimes I watch women walking around being happy and wonder why I can't be like that. Then I remember that I am different. It makes me feel so sad. I miss my mother and family a lot. I wake up and wonder who killed them. Sometimes I sit and cry for no reason. I remember the people who raped me and killed my family and friends. I remember the people, I see their faces in my nightmares. They are always running after me, and when I wake up, it's as if they are still there. Life will never be the same again for me. Never the same again. Never. Today's reading of this testimony marks the 15th anniversary of Rwanda Genocide in support of survivors like Assunta.
Hi, my name is Nate Crossley, and this is the testimony of Teddy, a survivor of the Rwanda Genocide. My name is Teddy, and I am 19 years old. Our family had an all-right life before the genocide. Just after the death of the president, there were lots of rumors that people were being killed. We stayed home that night, but the next night we saw someone's house being burned, so we ran to the bushes to hide. The killers came to our house, but couldn't find us, so stole many of our things. When they had gone, we returned, but only to take our remaining things and move to another place. Altogether, there was my mom and dad, brothers and sisters, some uncles and their families too. The killers found us the next day, and we had to go on the run again, but my uncle was blind and could not keep up with us. There was a neighbor to whom my father had given a cow. He told my uncle that he could hide with him, saying he would watch over him. Being a good neighbor, there was no reason to suspect him, so my blind uncle stayed behind. We learned later that when the killers came, he was the first to attack him. He died. At first, in the place where we were, we threw stones at the killers as a defense and means to give ourselves cover to run. By day we would run, and at night we hid in the houses. But the killers had machetes and guns. I saw many people killed, their throats cut, or their bodies riddled with bullets. One was hung at school, so that anyone passing would see him. We kept running and fighting and hiding. There was one man with us who was a hero. He would fight at the front, and when he saw people at the back being killed, he would go back and help them. More Interhawame were called to where we were. When they came, we were 8 children. By the end of that day, we were only 3. The next day, the killers came again. I told my elder brother to hide in a pit, but he was shot in the jaw as he climbed it. We split up into 2 groups and ran for our lives, the killers spraying us with bullets as we scattered. There were roadblocks, and they would shoot at us when we tried to pass, but we had to push forward because there were killers behind us. Some died, and some lived. On the radio in the evenings, we would hear that the Rwandan Patriotic Army had reached a certain point. The radio told the killers to finish their work quickly. Eventually, the French soldiers came, and they protected us, giving us food and clothes. After the killings had finished, I told my brother that we must work hard, be united, and forgive those who did us wrong. I went back to school 3 years after the genocide. My brother and I both have physical problems, and I have problems paying my school fees and buying materials for school. Now I want to complete my studies and help my brother. I want to work towards unity so that what happened in 1994 does not happen again. I want to be able to build my house without begging. The biggest problems facing Rwanda now are AIDS and poverty. Also, the killers are not accepting responsibility for what they have done. If the killers ask for forgiveness and return what they took from us, I can forgive them. I want people to know our problems, to remember what happened, and to help us so that we may have a better life. Today's reading of this testimony marks the 15th anniversary of the Rwandan Genocide in support of survivors like Teddy.